Afshin Razi, thanks for talking with us today about your short film. So Afshin, why don't you go ahead and just talk a little bit about yourself?
Sure, my name is Afshin Razi. I'm a senior film student at Arizona State University and currently making little short independent films.
Afshin, tell us a little bit about what is Daydreams about?
Daydream is about a religious housewife who is infatuated with her son's babysitter. And she's struggling with her religious identity and at the same time with the feelings that she has. And we also see the babysitter's side of the story as well.
So what made you want to do a film that involved same-sex attractions?
Well, I guess it was a combination of several things. First, I was really tired of making the same old boyfriend, girlfriend breaking up, and it was just something that was done many times before. And one other thing was I was invited to a house to watch a soccer game back in World Cup 2010, I believe, and it was a lesbian couple, and I was just, it was the first time that I was at a place like that, and I just was impressed by the love that they had for each other, the couple had for each other, and I'm like, maybe someday I should make a movie about that, and that kind of ended up in my film.
So what was the most challenging part of making your film Daydreams?
Well, I guess the most challenging part was just getting people together and getting people on board to make this film. I remember a lot of people were skeptical about it. They were like, why a guy like you who doesn't know anything about this subject wants to make it? And they just thought that maybe I just want to see two girls kiss. And that was definitely not my intention. So it was really hard getting them on board and convincing them that this is a good project and explaining myself over and over and over again. But ultimately, people came on board and we made it.
What would you do if you had to make the film over again? Is there anything that you would do differently?
Well, one thing that I would do is I would bring on my editor early on board. My editor came on board after the shooting was done and after I took a stab at editing, and it didn't quite come together. I wasn't really happy with what I was doing, so I brought in Ryan, my dear friend, to help me edit it, and he was really, really influential in putting the film together and just making the story shine. And I wish I had him when I was developing the project, because he has a really, I don't consider him just an editor. I think he was my creative partner, and I wish I had him earlier on board.
How did the actresses feel about doing scenes that involved this kind of intimacy between two females?
Well, I was extremely lucky to find my actresses Colleen Blestery and Olivia Armstrong. They were super professional about it, and just explaining the story and telling them what was my intention behind it. They were on board, and there were a little bit of awkwardness at the beginning, but they understood that this is part of the process, and they made me feel comfortable doing it because I was uncomfortable, but they did a really great job.
Do you have anything coming up next, or what are you working on next, or in your studies?
I'm about to graduate, and I'll be done with school in May, and I'm thinking I'm currently entertaining the idea of writing a feature length. I have a really good story in my head. I want to write that. I'm not sure if I want to make another short film. It's a great medium for exercise, but I don't really see a market for it. So probably writing a feature-length script and just showing my films at film festivals.
Is there anything else you want to add?
I just want to thank my professors, film professors at Paradise Valley Community College. I started my college career at a small community college, Paradise Valley Community College in Phoenix, and I learned everything that I know about filmmaking there, and I'm very grateful for their support, for their help, and I would suggest, if somebody asked me if they need to go to film school, I would say yes, go to a community college and learn whatever you need to know about filmmaking, and you don't necessarily need a 4-year degree for that.
Afshin, thank you very much for talking with us today. Again, congratulations on winning the student film competition at Desperado this year, and we look forward to seeing more from you. Hopefully we'll see some more short films and some more work from you in the future. Take care and good luck.
Thank you so much.